Now.
Mike, 50 seconds.
180. 180. We're good. 180.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's complete to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's airing it out for Williams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check right. Watch it, Hey, pick your game up.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On the ground with a tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now the pitch to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing now is Carr. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line. Monday, down. 180.
Don't get nervous. Switch.
Right Monday, down. 93.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
734.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A gain of 3, second down. From the 38, Mariota. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd down, Hunt, and an alley to run. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Throwing on 2nd down, Mariota.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check right.
He'll pitch it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On the run, this is Hunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing is Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 27 yards there, a first down. On first down, Hunt. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. 20. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Fourth down, Mariota. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. To try again after the sack. Carr. This is caught by Williams. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing his car on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. From the 40 now on second down. Mariota, and he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action now. Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 25.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. Now he's forced out left. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are back within a single score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.